So Sam, what is I mean, a lot of guidelines, they recommend wearing face masks now. So what is it based upon? What is this evidence exactly?
There is no such evidence. All the observational studies we have, and recently Denmark a few months ago because it's an ethical problem now to do a randomized control trial. It's an ethical problem now, because if you demand from everyone to wear a face mask, you can't get an ethical approval to say, okay, I'll take two groups of people wearing face masks, people not wearing face masks. You won't get the ethical approval, because all the states, all countries are imposing the face masks. So you won't get the ethical approval. The only country we had who had the opportunity to do so was Denmark. And they took 6,000 people. They divided them into groups. And they put them back to society. And they did blood tests before and blood tests after the research. And what happened, the 3,000 people wearing face masks and the 3,000 people wearing no face masks, circulating amongst all the others, had just the same infection fatality rate, did just have the same percentage of diseases. So their conclusion and other observational studies conclude that wearing a face mask outdoors is totally useless. The only indoors, it's also useless, because if your face mask isn't hermetically sealed, you still have to breathe. Air still comes in, your expiration goes out as well. And in a closed environment, if everybody is working in an office and someone has some symptoms and has COVID or SARS and is wearing a face mask, he still has to expire. So this will circulate in the environment, in the closed space. And we know that the aerosols can live in between half an hour and 2 hours in plain air. So the person sitting 3 meters from you with a face mask still has to inhale. So if the cloud of aerosols reaches him and he still has to inhale, he can get infected. So basically, face masks are not that efficient. It can contribute. In the sole case that researchers defined was if you are outdoors and you are symptomatic and you want to go out yourself and you wear a face mask outdoors, then and you have to sneeze or cough. This will prevent people in your direct environment to protect them. So that's the only that's the only point of wearing a face mask outdoors if you're infected yourself. But it's with all kinds of guidelines. In the meantime, we have so many studies that have proven in the meantime that strict countries that were put under strict measures and lockdown had the highest rates of mortality. And still, we continue to sustain with this model, knowing that those countries who sustain with strict measures and lockdowns create the most collateral damage and have, relatively speaking, the highest mortality. Belgium is a clear example. The relative death rate we have for a country of 11 million and a half people, we have almost 24,000 people that died from COVID. And we have been restricted since a year and a half in basically everything.
Listen to the entire episode of the Immunity Podcast.
Link in the description below.